Hello, this
Hi.
is Ben with Counterpoint, and this is
Avril Jensen. Hi.
awesome. So, talking about Pop, you just performed on Friday
Yes.
night. How was that for you?
It was very fun. I hadn't last time I played at Quai des Brumes, which is the the venue I went to. It was like last summer. We did a show with some of my friends, but it's also where I made my first show ever almost for my debut EP that came out in 2022. So it was very fun to be back on that stage. It's it's an iconic stage, you know. So many artists go through that venue. So yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, and the show, I mean, like a couple of the songs, there were a lot of people that showed up, and it was genuinely bouncing when it was when certain songs were playing. So
Yeah,
how did you feel like the energy was? Like, did it live up to the expectations you had going in?
Yeah, definitely. The crowd was really good. People were dancing, singing along to some of the lyrics, and you know, there's this song called Attends, and most of the time I'm kind of, it's weird to say, but I'm kind of used to people knowing the lyrics and singing them. But some of the other songs, I'm really it's pretty rare that people know the lyrics, and so many people knew the lyrics. It was really kind of overwhelming, but also in a positive way. It was really fun. Yeah.
And then at the show, you had a couple people on the band with you. I don't remember all the names, but I remember Juliet on the keys and stuff. So how did you know all the people you're performing with?
The guitarist is a singer-songwriter that's in the same label as me. So it was just like a natural thing. We became friends through that, and it was just I needed a guitarist, so he came along. For Juliet, she's actually she's the keyboardist in my sister's band. And so I just contacted her. I knew her that way, and she's they're all so good. It's a really fun team. We get along really well, and that's the most important thing, I think, when you're filling up your band. And the drummer, honestly, I just heard from so many people that she was good, and I was like, let's go. That's awesome. All I need. Yeah. And she is. It was our first show actually together. At Pop, and she delivered. It was really
She
cool.
did. It was really sick.
Yeah.
So, outside of the group you came with, were there any other artists that you really wanted to see at Pop that were really talented and you were just really interested in working with?
I mean, a lot of people, but unfortunately, I couldn't go see any of the other shows. It's really made me a bit sad, but I mean, Teke Teke is such a good band. Their show looked amazing. And also there's a singer-songwriter named Anako, who was performing, I think,
she performed on
3 days ago or
Thursday.
something.
Yeah.
And she's a friend, so, and
She's
I really like what she does. So yeah, I would have gone to see that for sure. Yeah.
All right, so moving into the music then, you dropped the EP almost a year or two ago.
Almost 3 years ago now. Yeah.
And so kind of just walk me through creating that, what inspired you to take that directive route, because I don't know, it seems like it has a lot of Billie Eilish influence. Is that something that you've took into it? What inspired?
I mean, for sure. I've been compared to her a lot. And it's such a huge compliment that I can't it's just, of course, it's just very nice. But yeah, she was definitely I think I found out about her when I was 15 or 14 maybe. I was 14 and she was 15 at the time, and she released the music video for Bellyache, and it was just I was amazed, because I was oh my god, people that young, women that young, can make music that sounds that good with a family member of theirs, because I make music with my dad a lot of the times. So especially at that time when I released the EP, I was almost exclusively working with my dad. So it's really I've always wanted to be a singer, but that specific music video, that specific song, really is the thing that kind of started it all. Where I was oh, I can actually do this. I can make music if I want, even if I'm freaking 14. So.
And then when you're making your own stuff, what's kind of your creative process for putting it together? How do you approach it?
I really often start with the lyrics. It's like the first step for almost every single song I write. Because like the first, like the most, like the thing that got me into like creative songwriting and stuff was really just writing. Like writing is my thing. It's the thing I like to do. So anything that goes around that, like screenwriting also for movies, video games, is always something that have really interested me. So I'd say like, yeah, it definitely starts with the writing and just like writing a story, writing about what I feel, and then trying to put chords or a melody over it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and the ones that do, I end up in an album. So yeah.
At your show, you did mention like that video game inspiration that you mentioned. I think it was like Red Dead.
Yes.
Like, so what makes those games kind of speak to you in a way that you like translate into music?
I mean, it's always it's just stories that are so compelling and just like 99% of the time leave me dead crying in my sofa. Probably would be like the one criteria. Like just like ending. When I ended like Red Dead Redemption 2, when I finished playing the game, I was literally probably kind of depressed for 3 days. Like it was, I don't know, it's just those kind of stories that are so good that they kind of make me want to like elaborate around it, or like, you know, explore kind of the universe and like what I can do with it. Because it's such a strong emotion. It doesn't matter if it's something I actually went through or if it's fake. Like the emotion's still real,
exactly.
You know? Yeah.
So you're dropping an album, like a French EP.
Yes.
In less than a week.
Yeah.
So walk me through, I guess, making stuff in both French and English and kind of how to balance that. Because outside of your show, we were talking with some guy and he was like, she's the epitome of basically like Quebec, because she just and Montreal, she just does both.
Wow, that's nice. Yeah. I guess so, because I mean, I started writing in English only because we're so influenced by it in Quebec. We're surrounded by it, so it's so easy to like find inspiration there for sure. Because like no one in my family speaks like English, or like, you know, it's not something that I grew up with.
Right.
It's just something that I kind of learned. So yeah, I guess it was just like a matter of where my influences came from, and I just started writing more and more in French. It kind of started with the first single I released for my EP called J'ai oublié mon nom. I wrote it like last year after going on a road trip with two of my best friends, and that song was kind of what started it all in terms of writing in French, because I figured I could also tell stories. I don't know, it's just like, it might sound stupid, but words are different in French and English, right? So like sometimes I feel like one language conveys the story I want to tell better than another one. So it's really, I think it's really, it boils down to that.
Do you see yourself, I guess, kind of, because this one's like all in French, it seems, and your last EP was all in English. Do you see kind of in the future merging and having a bit of both in like a record and making it more of a fusion? Yeah,
I mean, I'd love that. I think it's probably where it's kind of leading, because naturally now I'll probably be writing kind of 50-50 French, English. So I don't know if I'm going to put it all in the same project, if I'm going to divide it in maybe EPs. Maybe I'll have so much stuff that it's going to be 2 albums. I don't know, but yeah, definitely I can expect to like make this kind of probably the same amount of content in both languages for sure.
And with the EP coming out, what are you kind of expecting your audience to, how you expect them to take it in? Like, what are your hopes for people to take away from that project?
That they think my French songwriting doesn't suck, probably. It's kind of very intimidating to release a whole project in French. But I mean, other than that, just the fact that people actually listen to my music is already so big that other than that, I don't really have any expectations. Like, I get not get bullied on the internet for writing in French. But like, honestly, I think other than that, I'm just so proud of the project that even then, like, I'm just so proud of myself, and I'm so proud of everyone who worked on it, that nothing else really matters, I think.
Yeah.
In the end.
And then going forward, after it gets released, I know you're doing kind of like a listening release party in November.
Yeah.
And so talk a little bit about that, and then also what are the plans after that?
Yeah, probably like end of October or November. Yeah, we're gonna make a Twitch stream with all the collaborators that worked on the EP. I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be super fun because I'm gonna be with the director and the artistic director also that worked on the videos. Because we made one video for every song.
Oh, shit.
And they're all so good. Oh my god! It's like it's more visualizers. Like there are sometimes like 4 shots in one video, but they're so beautiful. And we have so many stories to tell about them because like the whole shoot was kind of catastrophic, but it's really you know, it makes good stories. So that's one thing I'm really excited to talk about. And yeah, and then I guess I'll be back to writing. And yeah, I'm excited.
And then I guess, what do you kind of envision for the future? Like, it's like, do you see a tour? Like, do you want to go further outside of just Montreal? What's the end goal?
Sure, I love that. I'd love to go, probably, you know, I'd love to go like somewhere else in Canada, you know, expand my music over there. Yeah. It'd be super fun. And also I'd love to go, you know, to Europe. I've never been like touring. I've never toured in Europe, so I'd love to do that for sure. But yeah, I guess just like playing music around is all that matters. It's the coolest thing.
All right, and then just a final question: when people listen to your music, what do you kind of want them to take away from it, and why should people listen?
I guess if one person can take out one positive thing from any song and like kind of relate to any song, or you know, that it helps them in a way, I think that's the most important thing for me, because that's how music has helped me throughout my life, and that's kind of why I also write songs. Because I can't really always express all the emotions by saying them, you know, I have to write them down. That's how it helps me. So I guess if it can help people also in that way, then I'll be happy.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you so much for having me.